Welcome to Dinan and another Tech Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about oil coolers. So this is a factory oil cooler, and what an oil cooler basically does is it's a radiator to cool down your engine oil. When your engine spins under high load and high RPM, it creates friction, and that heat from that friction is transmitted into the oil, and then the oil overheats. When the oil breaks down, it doesn't lubricate well, and it reduces your engine life over time. So what we do is we take the oil out of the engine through this tubing into a radiator, and the oil passes through the radiator just like water would through a normal engine radiator, and it basically just cools the oil down. The greater the surface area, the more air we have, and the more tubes we have exposed to the air, and the more heat we can dissipate or get rid of. So this is a high-performance oil cooler, one that Dinan makes for the N54, 335, and 135. You can see that the core is twice as big, has twice as many fins and tubes, and then we do a really nice job of ducting it to the front air dam to force air through it as well. And a nice little touch, we have a couple little rubber grommets here and a mount that attaches to the bumper, so if you accidentally bump a curb, it swings out of the way and doesn't break the oil cooler. It doesn't get punctured by the fog light. Because we know at some point you're going to wind up parking the car and bumping into a curb. But it really does a great job, especially for the track guys who spend a lot of time at the track, where they do lap after lap after lap at a high RPM and high load, where the car has a lot of what we call heat soak, where you can't get rid of the heat fast enough, and the car will go into limp home mode when it reaches a certain temperature. And this happens because the computer realizes the car is going to overheat and damage the engine. So when they reach a certain temperature, they write a software program that basically reduces the power in the engine, puts it into limp home mode, and then you have to come into the pits, and you can't go back out until it cools down. This prevents that from occurring, so you can have more fun on the racetrack, and it also makes your engine last longer as well.